What is up, everybody? Today we're going to pimp out our Reface DX, and I think it's a solid keyboard. It's pretty fun to use, and it sounds great. I know this keyboard was the least liked of the Reface line, and I can understand why. There were certain limitations that Yamaha put on this thing that didn't really need to exist, and it really sucks for that. However, if you're talking about kind of a cheaper FM synth that sounds great, the Yamaha really fits in there very well. The two pieces of software that we're going to talk about today kind of fit into what Yamaha should have done with their device. So, the first big complaint that Yamaha had was only allowing 32 patches or slots for sounds. So, only 32 patches that you could upload at a time on your device. And to get rid of them, you got to do it one by one. It doesn't make a lot of sense at all, especially when Yamaha made this website called Soundmondo, where people with all different types of refaces and even the montage and stuff like that can download patches from anybody else. So it's like a social kind of network patch thing where people can make their own patches, and then the rest of us can discover and download it and try it for ourselves. So really cool stuff. But why make a website that hosts thousands upon thousands of patches and then make a device that can only hold 32 of them? Like, it makes no sense. And if you want to pay homage to the DX in that way by only holding 32 patches, that's stupid. Especially since you're not even allowed to translate your old patches into the DX reface. So with those kind of complaints, I could really see why people were mad at Yamaha and kind of mad at the reface or this reface DX. So yeah, one of the pieces of software that I think are really worth checking out that addresses this patch issue is called KnobKraft, and it's pretty much a sysx or a patch librarian. So you can download as many patches as you want. You can store them. You can categorize them however you want. There's already pre-made categories to really help you out with that. And instead of changing one patch at a time, you can swap the whole entire 32 slots out at once. So super cool. If you wanted to have nothing but bass patches or nothing but electric pianos from the 80s, you could make a whole folder full of that and then swap them out all at once when you're ready to. Or maybe you have a certain patch list for a set that you want to do for a gig. You could do that very easily with the KnobKraft. So check this one out. I'll put the link in the description. And the second piece of gear that is really essential is the DX Legacy project. So another complaint that I mentioned before was that Yamaha makes this thing called the Reface DX. However, all of the DX line of synths that Yamaha has put out over the past couple of decades, you can't translate those into the reface. Like, that makes no sense. So with this DX Legacy project, this guy pretty much wrote some translation software. And so not only can you download a bunch of patches from very old FM synths from the 80s and 90s, but you can get those translated to run into your reface. And you're going to download this the reface kind of template and then controller. The app is called Controller, and you're going to download the reface. I don't know what to call it, like the reface program for Controller, and pretty much you can do a whole bunch of different things with this program. Well, like I said before, you can translate those patches into your reface. You can also make your own patches. The patch editor on this thing is really top notch, and it's very streamlined and easy. Trying to make patches within the reface can be annoying because you're menu diving, and it's a lot of that. So using this program really makes patch creation easy. It makes understanding patches very easy as well. And like I said, you can just go crazy and download as many patches as you want, and use this program along with your librarian that I mentioned earlier. And really just have endless amounts of fun playing around with different patches and stuff for the reface. So that being explained, check out these websites. You're going to have to figure out how to run it on your own computer. There's also another program that came out this summer in 2021. I think it's from a company called Patchbase. It's a Reface DX editor. However, this is a paid platform. I think it's $30, at least for the iOS version. I don't know if it's the same for desktop, but that's kind of ridiculous. I would definitely steer clear of that program. You know, it really sucks that you have enthusiasts out there who spend their time and free time and talent making programs for this thing, and then somebody comes along years later, does the exact same thing, puts lipstick on it, and then wants to charge you money. So I don't know. I really don't like that. I think, yeah, try out the stuff that's free first, and then move on to the other platforms if you don't like it. So it's not exactly straightforward. You're going to have to do some downloading and reading on how to get the programs up, but I got both running on an old MacBook, so if you got a PC, it should be even easier. But there you go. So I'm going to end this video with playing some of my favorite patches that I got off the web, and enjoy.